It's quite the find. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crow's Thrifty Finds. My name is Melanie. So for today's video, it's going to be a thrifting video. I feel like it's been a little while since I've done a thrifting video, so we are probably due for one of these. But before we get to the thrifting, as usual, when we do these types of videos, I'm going to show you all what I've sold recently on eBay. And this is just a sampling of it. And I tried to kind of pick a variety of items because I know, you all that are watching might be selling in, different genres. So I try to do a little bit of everything, for every type of seller. So we'll see how that goes. So the first item that sold is actually just newly sold today, and I just wanted to include it on this list since I had just done that storage unit video the other week, and these shoes came from there. The Red Wing boots, they sold very quickly when I listed them. So those boots sold for $110, which was actually more than I kind of thought I was going to get for them. So I was definitely happy with that profit. So that's already putting me into the green because I paid $60 for the storage unit. And just so you all know, when I say these numbers of what they sold for, it is before eBay fees, and I do charge shipping 9 out of 10 times. So, but yeah, that's a great start to that storage unit and getting its contents sold. So definitely happy with that. Next, we have a lot of 18 vintage action figures. I had bought these for $5 at a thrift store, sold them for $23.99. So that is a $19 profit. Not too shabby. Next, we have a For Real monkey. This was brand new. I purchased it for $15. It sold for $47. So that is a $32 profit on that. Next, we have a Trendmasters Rodan Godzilla figure. I've mentioned before in other videos that Godzilla sells, and it does. This figure is just, your typical small rubber figure, and it's sold for $14.50. And I'm in the green on the lot of stuff that was in there. So it came with some dinosaurs and other figures that I've already sold. So that's all profit. Next, this item sold right around the time the 49ers were in the playoffs, and thankfully it sold before they lost. So that was good. This is Cletus. These Cletus robots sell well if you ever see them out and about. They're good pickups. And of course, teams, determine value to a certain extent. But this one sold during the playoffs for $28.99. I paid literally $1 for it. So that is a profit of $27.99. Next, we have a Bauer hockey helmet. This was part of my storage unit that I purchased. I debated if I was going to sell this locally or on eBay. I ended up doing both, but it ended up selling on eBay before it sold locally. So that sold for $30. And that's part of the storage unit, and I'm already in the green on that storage unit as I only paid $20 for it. So things are selling nicely from that unit. At quick glance, it may have not looked like the best unit ever, but stuff is selling. So just because, you don't find a $1,000 piece of art in your unit doesn't mean you're not going to make great profits. So I'm happy with it. So yeah, so that helmet sold. Next, we have a Dragon Age action figure. I had already sold one of the two of these that I bought together for $30. This one, just like the other one, sold for $100. These were very valuable action figures. So in the end, I made $85 on each one. So that was a great profit, a great pickup. I'm really glad I was able to find that on Facebook Marketplace. Definitely was worth my time. Next, we have a vintage Mighty Ducks sweatshirt. If y'all see stuff from the Anaheim Ducks back when they were the Mighty Ducks, based on that 90s movie, people like the nostalgia piece of that. So Mighty Ducks stuff does tend to sell well. So I bought the sweatshirt for $5 at Goodwill, and I sold it for $39. It went international, profit was $34. So that was a good pickup too. This was my longest item that I had in my store. It was in my store for well over a year. I bought it for $1. It was in mint condition. This pig is called Kiss Kiss. And great story with this. The woman who purchased the pig, she said she had a dream recently that she found her childhood pig, and she had been looking to find another one because the pig was long gone. And lo and behold, here was my listing waiting for her all this time. And she was over the moon, she said, to find this pig. So she got it for $20.99. And I made $20. Everybody wins. But I can't get enough of stories like that when people message me and tell me, like, I just love it. It's one of the best parts of selling on eBay. Reuniting people with their childhood memories is a wonderful thing. Next, we've got a Department 56 figure. I paid $15 for this. It sold for $60. Good profit of $45. Next, there's a Peanuts blanket. I sold this for $40. I purchased this recently in a video, and I had paid $7 for it. Made $33 on it. So, hey, not too bad. Next, I have a transformer that I purchased from a thrift store. I paid $5 and I sold it for $28.50. So that's a nice profit of $22.50. Next, we have a blow mold Christmas tree. This sold after Christmas. So again, if you're still selling Christmas stuff thinking it might sit an entire year, maybe it will, maybe it won't. I was glad to get rid of this. I did lower the price because I didn't want it to sit in my basement all year. But I literally paid $1 for this at a garage sale over the summer. So sold for $35, $34 profit. It's more of a newer blow mold. If it had been vintage, it would have sold a lot higher. I originally had it listed in the 50s, but lowered it to push it out. So it's gone. Next, this pair of Hoka shoes sat for a long time, which kind of blew my mind. I think it just was because of the size maybe of it. But yeah, just finding the right size foot can be a challenge with shoes, which is what I do not like about selling shoes. But when you see a pair of Hokas at a church rummage sale for $1, you're going to pick them up. So these sold for $33.50. I lowered the price a little bit as time went because they weren't selling. But that's still a $32.50 profit. Still good. Next, we have a Sony DVD VCR combo. I had bought this and I could not return it. Unfortunately, the DVD side was broken, and to me, maybe that's the better side to be broken because a lot of people have DVD players, but it's that VCR that they don't have anymore. So I was optimistic I'd still be able to sell it. People love Sony. It did eventually sell. I paid $5 for it. It sold for $35, so I made $30. That's not too bad either. Next, last thing, this was another item from the storage unit, the first one. This is a pink hunting jacket that came in the unit, and it sold for $40. So that's, $40 more than I'm in the green. So that storage unit's definitely paying off. So that's a sampling of my sales, and hopefully you all learned a little more about, what certain items can sell for. There were some kind of unusual items here, so hopefully that was beneficial for you. And now we're going to go into the second part of the video where we watch me shop and see what I find while I'm out thrifting. But before we get to that, I did forget to take a video of this one item because I was so focused on trying to find what the price of it was. I could not find the price of it. And it was like, I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it because I didn't know how much it cost. So I will show you what the item is, since I can't show you me purchasing it at the thrift store since I didn't take the video. But it is, and it's a large item to show you. It's a vintage, like early 2000s vintage Bratz blanket. Very cool. There's a lot of Bratz collectors out there. I'm sure this is from a comforter set. And here's the price tag I could not find. Now, this is a little outrageous. Know that I did not end up paying this. The price tag says $24.99. The thrift store knew that this was a collectible blanket, apparently. These blankets do sell for around $60. So $24, it leaves meat on the bone. However, when I got to the register, I asked them how much it cost because I couldn't find the price tag, and they told me $25. Here it is, and I was like, yeah, and they could see on my face that I was a little shocked at that sticker price. So, but then they said, you know what? This blanket's been sitting in the store since August. Let's lower the price for you. Hey, that's awesome. Gotta love that when the thrift store chooses to do that. So they ended up charging me $15 for it. So I paid $15, hoping to get around $60 for it. There's no others listed on eBay right now, so I'm optimistic that I will get that price. So that was an awesome pickup. I was super excited about it. And now I just need to get it listed and sold. Big blankets like that are not the easiest thing to take pictures of, so I'm still kind of trying to strategize how I'm going to do that. But anyway, let's go on to the next part of the video and see what other things I found. So here I am at Goodwill. I am in the purse section, and I spot something that I almost never see at my Goodwill. There is a Michael Kors bag, and it's a pretty nice one. And Goodwill actually has it priced fairly. They have it priced for $14.99. I'm examining it. It does look to be authentic. So this is definitely worth picking up. It's not perfect, but I still think I should be able to get between $40 and $45 for it. And this was a good day at Goodwill because I look at the shelf below and I spot another Michael Kors purse. I'm guessing the same person donated both. And this is a larger purse. They want $14.99 for this one as well, which is a very fair price. I think I can get around $70 for this one based on comps that I've seen. It is missing an accessory tassel, but I think that it'll still sell. You just got to mark it down a little bit less because of that. But now I'm going to move on to an antique store. Now, I don't normally shop at antique stores because it's hard to find things to resell, but I beat the dealer today and I found something good, this Pinocchio puppet. It's brand new. They want $20 for it, and these sell on eBay for around $60. So that's worth picking up. So I'm going to take that home with me. And now we're back at Goodwill, and I've spotted something I never see. I found a band sweatshirt. First band sweatshirt I've ever found. I found t-shirts, but never sweatshirts. This is an Aerosmith fan club sweatshirt. It's embroidered. It's really nice. There's no comps, but I'm going to price it at $80 and see what happens. Goodwill wanted $5. I'm going to take it. And I'm going to move over into the more expensive clothing section where I find a Lululemon zip-down hoodie. Now, Goodwill wants $25 for that. Does sound expensive, but this is a special edition hoodie. So I think I should be able to get between $60 and $80. That's what I've seen the comps go for on eBay. So this is still worth picking up even at $25. Do I wish it was $5? Of course. Does it need a lint roller? Yes. But we're going to take that. And now I'm going to move over to the smaller items section where I find a Twilight Hallmark ornament. Now, it's not Christmas time anymore, but it's small, it's easy to store. Goodwill wants $3.99 for it. I think I can get around $30 for it. So even if it sits in my basement all year, it's tiny, no big deal. Next, I'm over in the toy section and I discover a very, very good find. And you might recognize him from my shorts. This is a Jurassic Park The Lost World. That's the second movie, dinosaur. And the toys from The Lost World seem to do a lot better even than the first movie. I think it's because the second movie wasn't quite as big as the first, but that guy's sold, so he's on his way to his new home for $70. So that's awesome. Now I'm looking at two different sweatshirts. Well, a jacket and a sweatshirt. This is a Champion Reverse Weave sweatshirt. Champion Reverse Weave can sell for tons of money, but this one unfortunately does not. But the Texas Rangers jacket I'm going to take. It's newer, but I should be able to get around 35, and it's $5, so it's good. This next find, oh my goodness. I didn't get a good shot of the price, but it's $5 and it is chock full of vintage from the 90s Little's Pet Shop figures. And this is the kennel. And I think as a lot together, I should be able to get, drum roll please, around $100. So Caesar and I would like to thank you for watching the video this week. I hope you learned a ton. Oh, is it funny? Is that funny? I think they might have learned something today. I don't know. And again, my name is Melanie, and this is Crow's Thrifty Finds. I'll see you next week.